Service Dogs, Inc. Searching for a better way. We adopt all of our dogs from animal shelters instead of breeding. What kind of dogs do we use? We look for dogs that like people and are eager to work. We use both mixed breed and pure breed dogs. It's just like your coworkers. If you can do the job, we don't care who your parents are. Our training is based on a foundation of a great relationship that includes affection, trust, love, and respect. We use a variety of positive reinforcers to keep our dogs and our clients happy, engaged, and eager to learn. Over our 25 years of operation, our hearing and service dogs have done everything from help with everyday tasks to literally saving their disabled partners' lives on more than one occasion. Thanks to their partnership with these wonderful rescued animals, our graduates have become more active in their communities, returning to work, going back to school, and even engaging in additional volunteer activities. Their spouses, parents, children, and other family caregivers no longer have to be at their side in case they need something or there's an emergency. They too can return to play a greater role in the community through going back to work, volunteering, and pursuing their own educations. At Service Dogs, Inc., we invest $20,000 in 1 year into custom training each dog to work with its new partner. We rely on donations to allow us to provide the dogs and customized training completely free of charge. During their time with us, the dogs in our care serve the community in many ways. We created Pause for Perception to teach elementary school students about the benefits of adopting dogs from animal shelters, how to approach a new dog safely, and how people who look differently from us on the outside have a lot in common with us on the inside. Over 2,000 school children between the ages of 7 and 10 have watched our service dogs in training demonstrate how they're learning to help their future disabled partners. Students got the opportunity to try to complete everyday tasks while seated in a wheelchair, learned how to pet a dog by asking, "May I pet your dog?" and then following the instructions of the handler for how the dog liked to be petted. At the end, we gave each child a toy service dog to take home with them with the promise that they would tell 2 friends about what they'd learned. Our dogs in training are also the shining stars of our workshop for professional assistance dog trainers. We created it to answer the demand for trainers wishing to improve or establish service dog training programs utilizing positive reinforcement training methods and also incorporating dogs adopted from animal shelters as opposed to breeding programs. Our workshop is innovative and unique because it is the only one that allows students to work with dogs at the advanced stage of our training program, while others rely solely on lecture or make students work with their own dogs.
Bar none, this is the best workshop that I have ever attended in my life for training service dogs. The course material was extremely well prepared and organized, thorough. The hands-on demonstrations were excellent, and I would very much advise anyone who wants to learn more about training service dogs to attend a workshop here.
Another way Service Dogs Inc. helps make things brighter, happier, and more positive for the community is when our dogs help as courthouse dogs, where they help calm children entering the juvenile justice system and also have a therapeutic effect on the adults who work at the courthouse.
My name is Sherry Culberson. I am one of the assistant district attorneys here at Montgomery County District Attorney's Office. I am the chief prosecutor of the 359th District Court. I prosecute all felonies, and that includes anything from a murder to a theft to a sexual assault of a child. Anything that's considered a felony in Texas is in the venue of our district courts. When we first learned we were getting Ranger, we thought that's going to be perfect because often we have to deal with child victims, and we're always looking for new ways to break barriers between children and adults who have just met them. And these children have to tell stories about horrific, traumatic, tragic things that have happened to them, and they're having to tell it to strangers. And so often we were relegated to play therapy or using toys or drawing, and those things were great. But when we learned we were getting Ranger, we knew we were getting a new tool to help children feel comfortable, and that is the thing that we strive to do, is make children who have been victimized and traumatized feel comfortable. But what we didn't know is that Ranger was going to turn out to be a great tool for adult victims as well. We had an adult victim recently who saw Ranger and decided that she wanted Ranger to come live at her house because she felt so comfortable with him immediately. Not only has Ranger helped the victims, but he's also helped us. It's really helped us have something to look forward to when we see Ranger and Pam coming down the hallway. But it's also given us, as prosecutors at least, something to focus on in the room when we're talking to victims. Because as uncomfortable as it is for a victim to tell his or her story, it's also sometimes uncomfortable to hear that story. And to have Ranger there to break down that barrier, to make us feel more comfortable and give us some common ground has been really, really useful, and we're so glad that he's here.
Another way our dogs make things happier, brighter, and more positive for pets and people in the community is starring in our weekly My Pet segments Saturday mornings on KXAN, the NBC affiliate in Austin. They help us teach people about shelter adoption, positive training, pet safety, and all kinds of ways to have fun with your pet. At Service Dogs Inc., we searched and found a better way to make things happier, brighter, and more positive for pets and people in our community and beyond. We invite you to join us in turning more strays into stars.